Good morning. Live. Boom. Let's go to Twitter. Live. Tweet. Tweet. And send now. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Grizzly's funny. He wants to get into a jiu-jitsu cage fight with me. And then he puts car horns. That's funny. Alrighty. How you guys doing today? Everybody have a good day yesterday? Make some money? Hopefully. Boom, boom. I actually ended up taking 3 trades yesterday. Boom. Okay. So the 3 trades that I ended up taking yesterday, I took Rivian in the morning. Honestly, I could have scalped it and got out with a profit. I actually ended red on the Rivian trade. I was down like 120 bucks on the remainder of the trade. So in this trade, what I ended up doing, let's see, 21 EMA, where is my VWAP? As price came down towards VWAP, that's when I got my entry. Scalped it for a quick little like 32 cents to the upside. But again, I was looking for the larger move on Rivian. And I was looking for that gap to potentially get filled. So, show plot. Ended up going red on the remainder of the position. Again, it was like 120 bucks on the remainder. So, ended this trade red, but nah, you weren't greedy. No. We weren't greedy on this trade at all. There was potential for this trade to go and fill the gap, right? So if we go to the daily time frame, there was potential for this thing to get and hold 1610 and push all the way to 17, right? We caught the 30-cent scalp, which we were able to trim some of the position, but we were hoping, not hoping, but we were looking for this thing to fill the gap all the way to the upside. So as price came down and it tested that VWAP, that's when I started to get in, or not started, that is when I got in. And again, it moved like 30 cents to the upside. Contracts moved okay considering they were fairly cheap, but I was looking for the larger move all the way up into 17 and eventually got stopped out on the remainder of my contracts and was down 120 bucks on this position, right? I will take that risk any day of the week, right? Especially if this thing would have went and filled the gap, we could have, those contracts should have done around 100%, if so. So ended red on that trade, but then I ended up taking a Tesla trade. Now with Tesla, the reason why I like this trade is if we zoom out to the 1 hour, Jadon was watching 165. I was watching 165.18. Pivot low, pivot high. Or what did I say? 165? I meant 265. 265, Jadon was watching. I was watching this 265.16. So pivot low, pivot high. Very large move down into the bounce area, which is typically what I like to look for. And I actually got in very close to this area right here, given the move that it had. And I would stop out below 265. And I was able to catch a nice little pop to the upside. Didn't catch all of this, but was able to catch this move right here. So 265, let's just say 265.50 up to 269.11 within 6 minutes. Not even. Beautiful trade. So I was able to catch that. And then the final trade that I ended up taking, which is something that I'm trying to incorporate into my strategy, was Uncle's volume roll. So if we look at that on the 15-minute, I believe, hold on. There it is. I took the scalp right here. So it came down. This 15-minute bar closed green with nice volume. Uncle said at the close of this candle, he's taking calls. So I was like, all right, I'm going to scalp it. Caught a quick little pop. And that wrapped up my day yesterday. So, moral of all that, best thing we can do is take one good trade after one good trade. And guess what? You might be wrong, right? 2 out of 3 trades were winners yesterday. That's a 66.67% accuracy. and still ended significantly green yesterday. Now, had I been ignorant of my stop loss on Rivian and continue to hold it, okay, I might have ended down $1,000, $1,500 if I just didn't follow a stop loss, right? But we know our invalidation point. When the trade hits your invalidation point, you get out, there's another trade. So that wrapped up my day yesterday. Now, hopping into the analysis for today. Also, if you guys caught that AMD 119 reject, that thing smacked if you caught it. So if you guys remember from the watch list yesterday, I said watch 119 for a reject. Let's just put 119. 119. Boom. Price came up. Look at how hard it rejected the area. Look at the volume. Gravestone Doji. Very long upper wick. Very heavy volume. 119 is valid. And look at what AMD did. Flush all the way down. Which actually, I'm going to be looking for this again today. Possibly more downside. So let's start hopping into the analysis. If you guys could, make sure to smash that like button. We got 136 people in here and only 37 likes. Remember, if you guys want that watch list, you got to run it up to 200 likes. And yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. So that 4-hour demand actually seems to be invalid. We're trading right at the bottom of it. So no demand there. Got supply way up there. Let's go to the daily real quick. I do want to see something. Little 3-bar pullback right here. How do we want to do this? Just got like a little channel right here. Again, if you guys watched my video from yesterday, this could just be a basic 3-bar pullback on lighter volume and continuation. So might end up looking for that today. The daily trend line looks better, however. We'll just do that. So definitely a possibility there. I know on SPY it looks like a head and shoulders. So we're going to take a look at SPY here in a second. 4,400 was big on ES yesterday, and we ended up breaking below it, or we're trading at it. And then the only other area that I possibly like is this 4381 to 4383 for a potential bounce on ES. 3.5. Let's see, 4,38175, 4,383.5. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Boom. There we go. So that is the bounce area that I personally like. We're just going to have to go off these 4-hour trend lines. Right there. So I mean, let's see. Here's at 9 o'clock. If we were to crack like 44.14, I'd be interested. Depending if we find a bottom, we can take pivot high, pivot low, but we're gonna have to wait for that one. Head on over to SPY. Buenos Diaz. I'm going to the gym this afternoon. So it's at that FOMC low, which I would have preferred to watch for a bounce. There it is. 435 was a big area. Maybe we can reject that today. There's our low to high. Boom. And that's in the overnight session. So I mean, fairly close. Clean this up a little bit. There we go. So is that 432.8 to 432.7 for a potential bounce, and then the other area was at 430. 429.6 to 430. Only other areas I like for a bounce. Boom, 430. Awesome. I mean, that could happen today if we really start selling. $429.62 to 430. There we go. And then as far as a reject, we're going to have to wait and see on that one. Just going to have to wait. If that ends up being the bottom, then we can find one. Now, in the meantime, let's take a look at the economic calendar. What's today? Thursday. So we got initial jobless claims, current account, existing home sales, PAL, again at 10. Might be a little slow. And then leading economic indicators, another Fed speaker at 10, and then we have one at 4:30. What? I mean, again, same thing. I'd be interested above the trend line if it got up there. Cool. Cool. That is it on SPY and ES. Let's take a look at QQQ. Of course, it had to hit it. Just had to hit it. If you guys remember yesterday, I said my main bounce was at 360.50 to 360. Also talked about it in the video. So, I mean, maybe if it comes down and it proves to me that it's going to bounce here, then I'll watch it. But below 360, the next one's at 357.5. And it looks like we just had a misprint. Yes, indeed, we did. So, I'll watch this right down there again, 360, 360, 50, and then 357.5 is definitely very high probability down there. So, that's it on QQQ. Again, we got to wait to find good rejects. What you guys need to do is make sure you're smashing that like button. Tell Grizzly, I want all the smoke. Tell him right now. I'll set up a cage fight. We can do a little pay-per-view. Team Bull pay-per-view. What you guys think? Good morning. All right. I really like that previous high in the 61.8. Actually, we're going to keep that 50. Good morning. Good morning. Looking high. Bingo. Went right into that monthly fair value gap. Cool. Here is our overnight low. We're just going to mark that for the time being, unless we break below it. So, I mean, that's it. SPY, QQQ, ES, NQ. Let me see. Whoa, 1 second. Yeah, I mean, hello there. Actually, this is the other bounce that I was watching. This previous support over here. All right. Let's take a look at SPX real quick, and then we'll start hopping into the individuals. Yeah, I mean, we already filled these gaps, so no good gaps. If I'm going to watch a bounce, it's going to be 4,300 to 4,298. Here's our little head and shoulders. Nope. Oh yeah, you can see that head and shoulders on the 1 hour even better. $359. Good morning, good morning. Again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. 200 people in here and only 86 likes. You guys are slacking this morning. I believe in you guys. Did we fill this gap? Oh, there's a very tiny gap there. Got a gap up there. Cool. All right, let's take a look at some individuals. Let's see what we're liking today, what we're not liking. Apple. Still has that 4-hour squeeze. Trading below the 21 EMA. Good chance it fires down. Not really seeing anything I'm interested in on Apple though. So, I mean, like maybe a 180.2 bounce, but that's $3 away. Yeah, you get a gap. I get a gap. Everybody gets a gap. Why not? I mean, we could scalp this bad boy for 50 cents, 60 cents. Or a reject of that 1 hour 21 EMA at 114. Doesn't look bad. So, I do like AMD. That's going on the list today. Take a look at Amazon. Still holding that support from yesterday. Maybe a little descending triangle going on here. But 4-hour squeeze, not really seeing anything of interest on Amazon. So we'll skip over that. Boeing, don't care about. Bounced to 61.8 yesterday. Had a nice little rally. Obviously got destroyed in the overnight session. Lava, don't care about. Coin, potentially. Actually bounced off that bit, actually. Man, look at that. Ooh, hopefully somebody caught that. We went over that yesterday. Let's see. It's got a nice 1-hour squeeze, potentially. Potentially coin. We'll come back to that. Costco don't care about. Google was very interested in a potential swing on this, but doesn't look like we're going to get it. Looks like it's more than likely going to fire down. It's going to have to reclaim that 21 EMA for me to be interested in any upside on it. So, skip over that. IWM has that head and shoulders that we were talking about yesterday. Nothing there, though. Eastern. EST. Good old Meta. Not seeing anything here. Maybe a bounce? Got close to that 61.8. If it really sold off, I'd be interested down here. But for the time being, we're just going to set an alert. All the way down there. Looks like we're trying to break that trend line. Or we did break it. It's yesterday's low. 278.50. Yeah. Not really interested here. Microsoft down to 61.8. Again, gave that to you guys yesterday. Just didn't make the final cut. If you guys caught it, congrats. 232.37 up to, or 332.37 up to 335.89. Maybe a retest. If the market pulled, I'd be interested in a possible retest down there. Microsoft, Netflix. There we go. Okay, so with Netflix, bounced to 50 yesterday. Next area I'd be interested in is down here, 416.32. Also, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, I said something yesterday that I think I'm gonna release the next book next month. Give you guys the cover soon. Give you guys the name. I'm very excited for it. Hopefully you guys are too. This is I've worked very hard on this second book. Make sure it's perfect for all you guys. Somebody asked about NVIDIA. It looks like it's trying to form a head and shoulders. Shoulder, head. Maybe it pops up and forms shoulder number 2. Or on the 1 hour, it actually already looks like it did. Let's see. Where do we want to put this neckline? I think right there. So something to keep on watch. Hopefully, once I get it edited and I have like a better understanding when it's going to release, that's when I'll put the pre-orders out. And it's only going to be on Amazon this time. Only on Amazon. And where's everybody at? Everybody's still asleep. Everybody leaving. Oh well. But yeah, this video right here, I would watch this head and shoulders. 420, like 420, break below there would be the breakdown. Let's see. Nothing on PayPal. Roblox. Destroyed. Rivian. Destroyed. Roku. Don't care about. Shopify. Pretty much smack that 61.8. Be interested down there for bounces. Snow. We can take a look at GLD. It's been a minute since I looked at it. Snow don't care about. SQ. Is there liquidity in SQ? That is the question. SQ, and again, make sure you guys are smashing that like button. 180 people in here and only 117 likes. Actually, there is liquidity in the 65s. So, if we can hold 64.50, I'd actually be pretty interested in a little scalp on snow, or not snow, SQ. SQ. Nah, Rivian died. And then Tesla. Is there any good bounces we can use for Tesla? Honestly, not really. Only area would be this 247, just that low. But I'm not seeing any good fibs. Literally none until there. So, what's the difference between new book and old book? New information, right? I could have made the last book like 800 pages if I really wanted to, but I don't think anybody's going to sit there and read an 800-page book. This new one's got a lot more information. well, it's niche down, and then a lot more education on that specific niche. Again, you guys are going to see it once the time comes. GME. I do like GME. The only reason being, it's got this daily flag, it's got a nice daily squeeze, and it's holding that daily 21 EMA. So I was thinking about taking a potential lotto on it today, or I was thinking about it yesterday, but wasn't liking that it wasn't able to get above this 4-hour 21 EMA. So if it can prove to me, I'll take a lotto, of course. Boom. Okay. So the individual stocks that I like today: AMD, Coin, Microsoft, SQ. Let's do some process of elimination. We have to run our little poll today. Did you like the video? I will say though, for the second book, you do need to have the first book. Definitely need to have the first one. Yep, got a lot of stuff near their retracements. Now the question is, do we bounce or do we continue to sell off? But QQQ, I mean, I'd like to see, that 360 to 360.50 is huge. Like that little Donald Trump meme, huge. But as far as a reject, we can't get one yet until we have a well-defined low. Good morning. Yes, a lotto is pretty much a gamble. So QQQ, we're good for the time being. SPY. Gonna watch these two areas right there, so we're good for the time being. AMD. Break below 111.67 for more puts. Reject 114. Cool. AMD's good. Yeah, I swing them very rarely. It has to have a really good setup for me to swing it. Would prefer Microsoft to come back down into this 332.37. But so far, SQ, as long as it can stay here, I'm interested. If it starts bouncing and it moves a decent bit, then I'm not interested anymore. But I like that a lot at that 64.68. After that, nothing until 62.65. So, SQ, like. AMD, like. Coin has potential. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Nice little rally. Me gusta mucho. Let's take a look at Mara. Part of that weekly watch list, hit that price target, 1283. So if I'm going to be interested in Mara, it's going to be a pullback. 1136. So nothing until then. Riot. Let's see, nothing here. Nothing on Riot. Yeah, so if you want to watch Mara today for a potential pullback into 1136, that would be the bounce area I'd watch. But definitely don't want to be chasing it up here. Could just come down and form like a 3-bar pullback and then push. Cool. Any questions? Let's give the market like 5-10 more minutes before we start finalizing levels. Just make sure things don't start going parabolic and then invalidates all the levels. So, any questions you guys got for me? Any questions? Again, we got like 4 or 5 minutes, or not. We got 5 or 10 minutes till we start finalizing some levels. Yeah, we can look at GLD. Boom. You guys need 50 more likes for the watch list. 50 more. I know you guys can do it. So I think GLD, it's going to be more of a play off the monthly. I would watch that monthly 21 EMA down at 172 as of right now. It has rejected to go higher off of this 194 3 times now. So I don't like that. But yeah, pretty much if you're going to be trading gold, you got to know what Dixie's doing. They do the inverse of each other most of the time. So yeah, just keep your eye on this. If Dixie can break this 100, then it should send gold. No, so pretty much to determine my watch list, I just go through this every day and then spy in QQQ. And then I know what to look for in the individuals, or I know what to look for in the stocks to put it on the watch list. So these are just the main ones that I stick to, plus spy in QQQ, which is actually on here. And then I just narrow it down 3 to 4. But yeah. I don't really use FinViz that much anymore. I just stick to these. It's much easier that way too. If you just stick to a basket of stocks, understand the price action. Oh, I didn't even look at that. Whoops. I forgot those were happening. Thanks for reminding me. Alrighty, what were the numbers? Jobless claims, 264 versus 262, estimate 259. A little higher there. Continuing 1.759 mil versus 1.775, so below that, below this. Cool. That is it. So those are the numbers that dropped. So, yeah, found some fair value gaps. Been slowly back testing it and using it. Still like my fibs, but always open to learning new material. And again, that's after years of doing this stuff. Always be a student of the market. Always. Might be setting up for one here on the 5-minute. And again, we're just giving the market a few more minutes to one, digest the news, and then validate or invalidate levels. Wait for this 5-minute candle close. Patiently waiting. What other questions? Yeah, I talk about making a watch list in the book that I have now, The New Age of Technical Analysis. Which again, if you guys don't have that, make sure you guys definitely pick one up. Getting the link for you guys here real quick. Boom. So yeah, definitely make sure to check out the book, The New Age of Technical Analysis, on Amazon, of course. Now I got to get a tiny URL because too long of a link. No, I don't use order blocks. I don't even know what an order block is or how to draw them. There we go. There's the tiny URL. So here's the link to the book if you guys want to get yourself a copy, learn more about my overall day trading and swing trading strategy, plus much more. Link is in the chat for you guys. All right, so we reclaimed 4,400. There's your fair value gap. Looks like he's trying to form one on the 5-minute though. Here to there, depending on if that's the low. 1 minute. Yep, AMD is probably going to go on the list today. One more minute. No, that's for flow. That's a different order block. There's two different kinds. Okay, so we got one on the 5-minute. There you go. Here's your little fair value gap. So, no, I do not. Butterflies are very risky, and you got to be super accurate with them. All right, let's see what individuals we like. Let's see, 1 hour time frame. Again, I like the 114. Reject, break 111.67, scalp it down to 111. That could be a potential bounce. Break below there, we could see 109. So I like that. If you guys want, you can watch coin. Just Bitcoin would have to get strong from watching for a breakout. Not my favorite setup. So AMD definitely going on the list. Coin, we're going to take that off. Microsoft. That 332 is pretty big, but I want to watch SQ more. I want to see it dip back down. So in the middle between Microsoft and SQ right now, we are going to put AMD for sure. Put that on the list right now. Go away. Cool. AMD. Reject at 114. Whoops. Reject at 114. Puts below 111.67. And if you guys are not subscribed yet, definitely make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, to give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, I have over 700 plus free videos on this channel teaching you guys on how to trade. So if you're not subscribed, you are definitely missing out. Reject at 114, puts below 111.67. Price target 111. Potential bounce. Below there, 109. Boom. Hey, good stuff, Daniel. Good stuff. Proud of you. I mean, if it's an ES fair value gap, then yes, you can watch it. But as far as like individual stocks, no. So there is AMD. Who at me in the chat? Boom. Alrighty. Head on over to SPY and QQQ. I mean, we can watch 435. It's just we're kind of close. A little close for my liking, but maybe. Depends on the price action. This thing go away. I need to turn this thing off. And again, this could just be a little falling wedge right here. So something to keep on your radar. Potential falling wedge. Question is, do I want to put this in the screenshot today? Yeah, we'll put it in the screenshot. SPY bounce at 432.72, 432.83, then 430 to 429.61. Reject 435 over there. We have more room to the upside. Cool. There's SPY. Need 6 more likes. You guys can do it. Yes, sir. Team Bull for life. Team Bull for life. QQQ. Watching this 360 to 360.5 zone for a bounce. Below there, 357 to 357.5 is the main. Boom, there's QQQ. Now the question is, do we want SQ or do we want Microsoft? I think I like the SQ. SQ, yeah, we already looked at AMD, Microsoft. Kind of in the middle between the two, honestly. I think this is gonna have to wait a little longer for me to pick. So, yeah, keep Microsoft, keep SQ on watch, but for the time being, AMD is my favorite, and then those QQQ bounces are my favorite as well. So, we got SPY on this chart. We have QQQ on this chart. CRM, watching that for a potential swing. GME, we're going to keep that on the side. We had, let's see, AMD. There's a 5-minute boom. And then either SQ or Microsoft, we'll see. SPX, Google, we got the futures. Cool. I mean, that's pretty much everything I'm watching for the day. Just gonna have to wait and see between Microsoft and SQ. So, before I drop the watch list, again, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I go live every single morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time, give you guys a completely free watch list for the day. Plus, I have over 700 videos on this channel teaching you on how to trade. Here's all the free videos that I have. So definitely make sure to check them out. Lots of fire education on here. If you're not utilizing it, I don't know what to tell you. But before dropping the watch list, exit out of that. Before dropping the watch list, as always, I am not a certified financial advisor. Everything talked about in this live stream is based on my opinion and my opinion only. Options trading is very risky, where you can lose more than your initial investment if you are not careful. So as always, do your own due diligence, use your own proper risk management, and I am not responsible for any lost funds. Boom. AMD. SPY. QQQ. And then again, I'm watching SQ and Microsoft on the side. I'm going to have to wait and see which one I like the most. And I also have a second channel. I do want to say I don't think the application's closed quite yet for the final Team Bull Mastermind. But if you guys are looking to hop into Mastermind 5, the final one of the year, and learn directly from me, Grizzly, GD, Jadon, and a bunch of other amazing traders, all Team Bull traders, make sure to apply for the final mastermind. Again, this is the application is going to close probably within a couple hours, and then the acceptance emails are going to be sent out, and then we start on Monday. So time is very limited. If you do want to hop into this mastermind and start learning, that is the link right there in the chat. It takes a couple minutes to apply. Get the last minute applications in if you're wanting to learn. And that is it for the remainder of the year. No more masterminds. So there you go. It closes at noon. So you guys got like 3 hours. Get those last minute applications in. There you go. Get in if you can, worth every penny. So, any questions before I hop off for the day? Because it's different for every single trade. Can't just say, oh, every trade I put 30,000 in. Every trade is different. Yes, I do like AMD puts. Of course. Of course, of course. Everybody good though? No questions? I already looked at Rivian. I got drilled. Rivian's banned. Forever. Let's see. The new one? Sexy. But looks like everybody's good. So again, make sure you guys are subscribed. Everybody have an amazing day. I'll be live again tomorrow morning. Let's run it up. Let's have an amazing day. Trade safe, trade smart, use proper risk management. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. If you're in Team Bull, I'll talk to you guys in like 10, 20 minutes.